Kiwi chocolatier Whittaker has always been present in the Malaysian market, but now it's ready to expand its presence in Asia. We talked to head of international markets and fourth generation of the family, Matt Whittaker, on how quality and engagement puts it ahead of its competitors. How familiar do you think Malaysians are with Whittaker as a chocolate?
They're certainly early in their journey of the Whittaker journey. I think through travel retail and duty-free, we've really built a strong brand in almond gold. Now it's just about educating the Malaysian consumer across our product range.
All right. How important in general is the Malaysian market to Whittakers?
New Zealand is a number one market, followed by Australia, followed by China, followed by Malaysia. So number 4 for us, and that's hugely important.
It seems to be that Whittaker has been very aggressively pushing into this part of the world. You export a quarter of what you make, as far as I can tell. Why the sudden push into Asia? What is it that you see here that you think will help grow the brand?
The premium segment of the chocolate category is driving growth. So our positioning in the premium end of the mass market suits our growth strategy. You know, we call our online fans our chocolate lovers, and we've got 72,000 fans now in Malaysia, 120,000 between here and Singapore. And building that base, that's been really where we've been so successful in communicating to our customer. You know, you asked me earlier what's going to differentiate us and our competitors is having that cheeky, honest voice with our consumer and being able to be agile and really engage with our consumers, and we get huge engagement online with our Malaysian fans, our chocolate lovers. So building that.
I'll play devil's advocate on this.
Sure.
You will either be, most people will know either your premium brand or your mass market.
Yeah.
Doing that premium end of the mass market, sometimes a double-edged sword, because not everybody will have that taste. I mean, how do you ensure that people will pick up your gold bars when they actually go to the supermarkets?
Because we're a small-ish company, we don't have the deep pockets like the big multinationals, so we have to be really, clever in how we go about spending the money that we need to invest in the market. So we really focus in-store, point of sale, sampling, really make our presence felt there, get people to try the product. Once people try the product, they're hooked.
China's huge population, we all know that. They have a growing middle class that is getting an appetite for more premium things. But here's the interesting number. China in average only eats about 100 over grams of chocolate per year. When you compare that to some place like UK, which eats about 11 kilos, give or take, of chocolate per year, that's a great market for you to tap. How has it been going in China so far for Whittakers?
It's grown into our 3rd biggest market very quickly. 167 grams per head of population is small, but they have a very large population. And I think the consumption is much greater than that in the tier 1 cities, and really focusing on those areas is critical to start with. They're not going too broad. We've got a 3-channel approach to China. We just launched our Tmall flagship store on the Alibaba platform, so it's our first foray into e-commerce, and that was a hugely challenging and satisfying project. Lost a few nights sleep on that one, but I think China is challenging, but there is massive growth potential in the premium chocolate segment.
You have Nigella Lawson, Miss Domestic Goddess herself, who has been an ambassador for 5 years. You recently added Stephen Fry and Bailey and Joanna Lumley as well. Why is it getting these spokespeople on board very important for Whittakers?
Initially, 5 years ago when we brought Nigella on, we just invested a huge amount of money in a very, very high quality chocolate plant, and we wanted to tell our consumers that we'd invested all this money in making the chocolate a lot. It was already good. The ingredients stayed the same, but the process changed. So we thought about identifying a world-class ambassador to help tell that message, and that was critical for us to be able to market and communicate to our consumers that we had made this change. And she was very difficult to get on board from the start, because she doesn't just promote anything. You know, she was really, you know, we sent her lots of chocolate. It took months and months to convince her, but once she had the product, she loved it.